Oh my god.
Oh my god, this court case is taking a while. Holy shit.
Okay. No, let's continue where we left off, shall we? Well, witness. Yes. How can I help you, Miss Judge? Well, it seems that if we're here to learn the truth, nothing but the truth, we'll need to hear your testimony. I have no problem with that. But when you're seeing what I have, sometimes the truth is better known, well, better left unknown. In any case, let's hear your testimony. Tell us about the plan that was carried out that night. I feel like he's trying to mock her.
Yeah. The plan.
The whole plan began with my death. A stupid plan hatched by Morgan Fate installed her own daughter as the next master. But for it to work, my Fae wouldn't first have to die. The idea was for me to kill Maya and then have the blame pinned on Iris. The plan was went wrong, but it seemed to have succeeded anyway.
Okay.
So that means you really are...
Wait a minute. Did you just say the plan was to kill Maya Faye?
Yeah, you have no problem with that.
Don't give us that nonsense. There's no way that...
Watch yourself, Trite.
Thank you.
Okay. If you got problems, solve it during cross-examination. That's one of my rules. Is I got it correct? By the way, that's one of my rules as well.
To kill Maya? Could it be true?
The plan.
Plan B.
Okay.
The whole plan began with my death. Okay. You were executed last month, correct? And now you're here.
I was hanged. It wasn't actually pleasant. Oh my god.
They still do hangings? How did you manage to discuss the plan? When did you talk with Morgan Faye?
Last year, she was transferred to the same detention center as me. Since I was on death row and she was my mother, it was actually pretty easy to meet with her. I see. So that's when you discussed the plan. Are you crazy? At first, that woman was planning to kill me as well. Even though I'm her own daughter.
Ultimate Pearl Faye, the Master of Crane.
She's a cold, twisted woman. She thought she could finally gain her lost honor. The honor she lost when her youngest sister, Misty, took her place as the master. Ever since that day, she's been working on the plan. A plan, huh? I got plans.
Okay. Talking about Pearl Faye, is that correct?
Yes, though at first she had high hopes for the two of us. You and your twin sister Iris?
Your sister twin.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's correct. Fortunately, neither of us had much spiritual power. That's why we were abandoned by her, along with her father. Abandoned? The only person I ever really cared about in my life was myself. My sister was an innocent, so I convinced my father to leave her at an old temple. Wow.
Okay. You mean Iris?
Yes, my father married a woman who also had a daughter. The less children you have, the more money there is to go around, right? I found out that my father had absolutely no interest in children in general. How horrible, deadbeat dad. The really horrible one was that woman, that bitter, vengeful woman. It was her stubbornness that gave birth to that child, Pearl Faye. She was born with an abundance of spiritual power, unfortunately for her. Morgan Faye he developed her broken hopes and dreams onto that poor child's back. All because of her pathetic dreams of having her bloodline become the main family.
For us to die, okay. Maya would have to die, but why?
proper lunch
Blunts.
Blind success as a main family, those bank propelled new master. The one descendant of the current master had to be taken care of. So intense.
But Pearls would never agree to a plan like that. She adores Maya.
How sad. You still don't get it, do you?
She adores Maya, but she's still loyal to her mom, though.
Yup. What Pearl wanted had nothing to do with it. Morgan didn't care one bit about Pearl. The only thing she cared about was the position of the master, that's all.
That's ridiculous.
She was willing to sacrifice anything and everyone to achieve her goal. The life of her daughter, and naturally the life of Fei Fei as well.
How could anyone do that?
Oh.
Trying to kill Maya and that happened. Okay. You were going to kill Maya? We just went over this, but okay.
Yeah. Pearl didn't need to know anything about it. All she had to do was to follow the instructions in the ladder and challenge me. She got challenged. And then I would have simply used her body and finished the job.
You gotta challenge them to have them inhabit your body.
Yeah. In any case, I'm already dead and there's nothing to any other you can do to me. Okay. Liars.
I mean, that also kind of supports the fact that she might have multiple personalities, because her hair's not changing color, as her appearance should change.
Yeah.
Also, if the past is true, what happened about her convincing her father to dump her sister off at an orphanage-type place could have set that up for her to have multiple personalities.
Yep.
From the trauma.
So the plan was to blame the crime on your younger twin? On Sister Iris who hired as a temple? She and I look populated, so no one can tell us, but if someone were to witness me kill Maya, naturally they would think it was Iris that had done it. The witness in the case was the head nun, Sister Bikini. I never would have guessed she was going to return to Hazuko's temple that night. But she wound up seeing in Iris' crime anyway. Why did you want to pin the murder on Iris in the first place? She's your twin sister, isn't she? Twin sister? Don't make me laugh. She's nothing but a backstabber. I couldn't care less about her.
And on an off chance that she is being possessed by her sister, maybe she's bitter because, remember, she said that she ran away during the crime at the Eagle Bridge. Yeah. Backstabber.
You just don't understand. You never will. Anyway.
And it seems to have succeeded. Think the plan was a success?
You heard me. Just as that woman had hoped. My Faye is dead.
I mean, I don't think she's dead. She is a fucking main character.
Now the title of the master will pass on to Pearl Faye.
That's absurd. Maya is just... She's just trapped inside the sacred cavern.
Really? You're so foolishly optimistic as ever, aren't you? My darling Fanny?
Feeny.
Feeny? Whatever the fuck you want to be called. Do you want to know the truth?
Nothing but the truth?
Ever since we met, I've despised you.
We knew this.
Yeah, your sniveling
Naivety.
Naivety, and your pathetic faith in all the people.
I'm a main character. I got it. It's friendship. I just want to know one thing. Why did you personally think of Morgan Faye's plan?
I told you already, didn't I? It was a stupid plan.
I mean, no.
It had no point, no value other than fulfilling her own greedy desires. Yes, you have certainly nothing to be proud of.
If that's how you feel, why did you help her carry it out? Why would you do it? Why would you kill Maya?
understand it, being the kind and gentle soul that you are. You may not be able to appreciate why someone like me would help a woman like that.
So then tell me why.
Isn't it obvious? I'm not like that woman. I only acted my own self-interest. The reason I helped her was for myself. For my own personal satisfaction.
What'd you say? So this woman, Dahlia Hawthorne, she had her own reason for wanting Maya dead. Obviously, it's because you were helping Morgan Fay.
Helping? Don't make me laugh. From the day I was born to the day I died, I never helped anyone.
Except yourself.
Myself?
Yeah.
In the end, I died for myself. I thought that was obvious.
So she wasn't actually cooperating with Morgan. She was just using Morgan and her plan so she could accomplish her own goal.
All I wanted to do was kill my Faye. But why? That was the only way I could think of to get revenge.
Revenge. Looks like I have no choice but to present that piece of evidence. I can't believe it. She meant to kill Maya? I've got to keep a cool head. And I need to get more information out of her. It's the only way to understand this plan and what she was after as well. Okay, yeah.
More power.
Hold on.
Does she want to become the master?
Yeah. Okay, so now I have to fucking find something to present to something.
What do we have?
I think maybe...
Objection!
Could it be? The actual had nothing to do with Maya Fey herself.
As I said, none of you have the power to punish me anymore. Because I'm already dead.
We can spank you. Your body.
Well, I have the same problem, you see. You can't punish dead. And you can't take revenge against them either. You want to take revenge on someone. I was sentenced to die because of that one. Yeah, Faye. Okay.
Somehow knew this was it.
I wanted to send her a message. It was at her hands that I suffered my first humiliation.
That was that case with Phoenix being a college student.
Oh, and her killing her sister.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted her to feel the same pain she made me feel. Sadly, when I realized revenge was possible, I gave up. And the reason it was impossible was perhaps because Faye had already died. Yes, and I realized there's only one way to take revenge against the dead.
Well, now they can fight it out because they're fucking both dead.
Yeah, I know. And how do you do that? Even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. I want to take away the person that Faye loves most. I want to kill her with my own hands. That would be the one and only way I could take my revenge against Faye. That was the reason I helped out with that woman's plans.
Just for that. For that you would kill Maya. Your goal was no different than that of Morgan Fay.
Yeah. As they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Oh, he finally got to say it right.
Ah, what a cruel plan. Cruel, cold, and heartless. Don't waste your time preaching to the dead. I've already told you there's no thing you can do to me.
Yeah.
That night? Okay. At about 9:30 p.m., I materialized into this world. I quickly pinned my hair up and put on a demon warden hood.
Didn't seem to work very well with Demon Warden Hood.
Then I picked up the staff that was by my side and left her to the temple.
So it was Elise who channeled her after all. Okay.
That ridiculous head nun never noticed a thing.
Oh, she jiggling.
She left my Faye at the inner temple and rolled back, clutching her pole back. What did you do then? That kid was easier to handle than I had hoped. I caught up with her and fed the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and...
So then you're saying you stabbed Maya?
It's strange, but...
And you still haven't got the DNA results back.
I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. What does that mean? No clear memory? I don't know. I think I was stabbed.
You were stabbed?
At least at last minute, my Faye must have stabbed me. I'm sure of it.
It's not like her. Maya wouldn't stab a French fry with a plastic fork.
Anyway, I started lost conscience. But before I did, I scribbled her name in the lantern. Just as I was passing out, I wrote Maya behind her back. I had hoped it would cast suspicion on her.
Can't believe she was thinking of that until the bitter end.
That's where my memory tape really stops. It stops?
Because she switched back to Iris?
Yeah. I don't have any memory of actually killing my Faye with my own two hands. My very last memory was... Maya's terror-filled eyes. When I woke up after that, I was in the secret cavern surrounded by darkness. You were in the secret cavern? The entrance sealed with one of these trick locks. Somehow I've been trapped in there. How did you wind up in there? I'd like to know that myself. Anyway, I was worried. I didn't know whether or not my Faye was dead, and I swore I wouldn't return to the underworld until I knew I had killed her myself. For a ghost, you're one tough cookie. I wanted to get ahead of her and make sure she was dead. But I couldn't do it. I had to get out. The chain stopped you? I didn't know how to remove it. So then you're saying you were actually confined against your will inside the secret cavern? Yes, I want to get rid of that known lock as soon as possible. But it wasn't easy. I kept getting interrupted when I was working on it.
Interrupted?
It was early in the morning, but someone came into the training hall. What? Who?
Could it have been Maya?
I thought the same thing, but I couldn't see.
Why not?
If someone had spotted me, I would have lost my chance to take revenge. So I made sure to hide myself well at the back of the sacred cavern.
That morning, only 2 people could have gone into the training hall. Maya and Pearls. Gravy. Pearls went there to cover the hanging scroll in Gravy.
Yo. Still, I finally managed to remove the lock. But I was too late. What do you mean by that? The flies had already started to gather. Oh yeah. The bridge had been fixed and the police had started their investigation, correct? Naturally, I couldn't go out. So instead, I returned to the cavern and put the lock back on myself. I realized I wouldn't get a chance to see Maya's corpse as I had hoped. But just then, Lady Luck showed up.
Lady Luck?
After that big earthquake, she showed up all by herself.
The real Iris.
She said she'd come to make sure the sick cabin was alright, stupid girl. I came out from the sick cabin and got a feel for the situation. And I locked her away in my place. Okay, so maybe her spirit is locked? Is that what she's gathering at?
I wonder.
I had finally learned exactly what had happened. It was then that I learned that the plan had actually succeeded.
What do you mean your plan had succeeded?
Succeeded. I had misunderstood one thing, you see. That night, the one that had summoned me, I had assumed that it was Pearl Fay. Well, of course you would have assumed that. It was written in the instructions. But I was wrong. The person that had actually called my spirit back was... Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Fay. Picture book author. What? Well, that's really the only possibility, isn't it? After I lost consciousness in the garden, it was her body that was left laying there. May Faye, I was able to kill her with my own hands after all. Even so, I made her commit the most vile sin of a human can commit. That is...
Betrayal? Oh, matricide.
Matricide, the sin of killing her own mother. Yeah.
No way.
Order in the court. What is the meaning of this? It's true that I was the one who attacked my Faye, but even so, the murderer who actually snuffed out Misty Faye's life was none other than your darling little Maya. But in self-defense, because she knew it was you.
Yeah. Ridiculous, that's nonsense.
Are you sure about that? Just think about it. There's even evidence supporting these facts, isn't there?
What do you mean? What is this so-called evidence?
The fact that my Faye has disappeared is evidence enough, isn't it? No.
Huh?
The idea that she's still in the sacred cavern is just ridiculous. She wasn't able to escape from the inner temple, if that much is obvious. In that case, there's only one place she could be. Where? Do I have to spell it out? Yes. The bottom of the Eagle River, where else? Eagle River. Mary killed herself, killed her lost long mother. God, that fucked me up for some reason. Can't you imagine the guilt she must have felt when she realized that? That's why she threw herself into the Eagle River. Most bodies that wind up in there are lost forever. I mean, except for you.
Yeah.
So, what do you have to say now? Penny, Peeny,
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know either. Oh, phone ringing.
Hello, phone. Fitting music.
Yeah.
He's so indie.
He's dying. Whoops.
Oh no.
Sorry, that's my phone. I was wondering.
Yeah, it didn't sound like Phoenix's
No, it
too
didn't.
much. What kind of ringtone is that?
Yeah, got it here. Okay. Thanks. Was something important? They just finished removing the locks from the sacred cavern.
That's great. What about Maya?
There was a woman in the cave. Was it my Faye? It was the Q's. Sister Iris. Huh? Don't look so surprised. I locked her in there yesterday. I just finished telling you that. Yeah.
What if this is Maya and she...
Yep.
Okay. So what about Maya? Where is she?
There was no one else found inside the sacred cavern.
No. Can't be.
I told you, didn't I? She's dead.
No. No. I can't scream because people are asleep in the house.
It seems that this case has come to an end, a tragic end. Sadly, it appears the killer, at least, as known as also known as Misty Faye, was her own daughter, May Faye. Okay. Overcome with guilt for what she had done, May Faye jumped her death into the raging waters of the Eagle River. You're just...
Can't be.
Huh.
Oh.
I know, it took me for a little bit. Right. Have you ever heard this one?
Wait, is this his ringtone that's been playing?
I think it has been.
Okay.
Once you know the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Okay.
Sherlock Holmes.
No matter how improbable it may seem.
Okay.
What is that supposed to mean for Prosecutor? According to this witness, May Faye threw herself into the Eel River. However, is that really the truth?
No.
No. Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden, which means if May had thrown herself into the river, it must have been from the inner temple side near the bridge. That's right. That's where she jumped from. Because she couldn't cross the river. I mean, but that's impossible. It's impossible to jump into the river from there. Yep.
Yeah. What?
Don't get your panties all twisted up, Trite. Just relax and think through the whole thing again.
So it's impossible. Maya couldn't have thrown herself in Eagle River.
Well, Mr. Wright. Miss Hawthorne claims Miss Faye threw herself into the river from the inner temple side. Do you have any evidence that refutes the claim? What do we have? We do, but don't remember what we have.
Shit. Do you have anything that refutes this claim? Oh god, would it be... not that. Not that. Where is it? It's a photo, I feel like.
Yeah. What do we have?
Would it be Dusky Bridge photo again? Yeah, because there's,
yes, there we go.
Little, there's a alcove,
yeah.
or whatever it is. I think. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
God, I hope that's it. Impossible to jump into the Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than the witness.
What did you say?
11 years ago, you jumped into the very same river. Just take a look at this overhead map. Oh yeah, okay, now I see it. As you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side is a big rock shelf.
Oh, you're right.
She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped off from there. In other words, if she had jumped, we should be able to see her body in this photo.
Yeah. Yeah. So, if you figured it out?
So, that confuses me. Like, Godot's an asshole, and then he's helping us, and then he's an asshole again.
I don't understand! You're so cute! So, we gotta have an exorcism?
Yeah.
Order. You're just playing with me. My face body is at the bottom of the river. And why do you think that? There's nowhere else she could have possibly hidden. Oh.
Miss Hawthorne, have you ever heard of this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Yeah, just a few minutes ago.
Maya Fate wasn't inside the secret cavern. We know that she didn't throw herself into the evil river.
Correct. The elimination of all the most unlikely impossibilities of possibilities of possibilities.
Now that it all seems improbable, there's still one possibility. There's still one other place she could be.
What? In this courtroom? What is this one possibility you're talking about the possibilities? That's obviously a bot. So where's her dead body then?
Finally, I think the pieces are all falling into place. Normally the living have no way to punish the dead. But I think there is a way to give Dahlia Hawthorne the ultimate punishment. Shall I tell you, Miss Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where Maya is this very instant? Maya Fey is...
Look in the mirror.
Yeah. In the Inner Temple. It's like, yeah, she's totally there, yep. In this very courtroom. There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom.
What? Maya Fey is the... You say she's here in my courtroom?
You're Maya Fey now, Judge. Dahlia Hawthorne. I seem to recall that you said, I had misunderstood one thing, you see.
So what?
But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood.
What do you mean?
Tell me something. At this very moment, touch me harder. Who is channeling Dahlia Hawthorne?
Why, that's obvious. It's okay. That pathetic little swiveling rant.
No, because we left her with Larry, didn't we?
Yeah.
You're wrong. Pearl's tried, but she couldn't do it.
Yep.
I never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. Isn't there any explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit? It couldn't happen if someone else was already channeling some spirit.
So, someone called me before Pearl did, but who?
Pearl's even tried again on the day after the crime, but she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth has become clear to you right about now, am I correct? Oh, does she not know who's channeling her?
No, she doesn't.
It wasn't Pearls that channeled you. There was someone else who called you before she could. Maya. This is an easy one. Pearls couldn't do it, and Misty Faye is gone. There's only one possibility left.
Come on already. I can't stand the tension.
I wonder if Iris is the one who got her to summon her sister, I guess. And maybe the truth came out and shit.
Maybe, yeah.
Dahlia Hawthorne. The person channeling you right now must be Maya Fey.
What? But how could that be? Remember what this witness Dahlia Hawthorne said about her goal? She said... God. She said that her goal was to kill Maya Fey. Yeah, that's right. But if Maya Fey is channeling the spirit of someone that was trying to kill her? Well, perhaps what would happen? Could it be?
Looks like you finally can't get out of the way. Understand, Your Honor.
No, I don't. My eyes are very itchy. What are you going on about?
What I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you.
Yep. To protect yourself? From me?
Yes. On the night of the crime, you were there. You were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Fey.
Yeah.
The path back to Hazakura was closed off, and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the people came. The problem became where would be the safest place to hide.
Yeah.
In plain sight.
That's when she challenged me? Challenged?
All this time you thought you had been challenged by Pearl. That's why it never occurred to you that Maya's hiding place was you.
Mm-hmm. No, don't say that. You were saying that Dolly Hawthorne, was planned for a fuel by that little whelp. Oh, she's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
They killed herself, isn't obvious?
Sorry, but no. It would have been impossible for her to jump into the Eagle River. This was the only avenue to have escaped to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple.
I don't believe you. A stupid little girl like that who has never been out in the real world. I mean, she has, but okay. She could never have come up with a plan like that. You could have ever given her such a brilliant idea.
Well, me, of course. Oh. Hey, you get to be Mia.
Sexy lady.
Mia.
Hey. It's been a long time, Dolly Hawthorne.
Oops.
Boobs. Oh god, he's gonna... So, it's true. It was you. Yes. You're something else. But what? What are you doing here?
That hair. It's Pearl's, right?
I don't know how she came down here.
Yeah.
Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the inner temple's garden, and then, in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness? I was stabbed by my fae. Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you. She did.
Is that the earthquake?
Not terribly surprised and said she was about to be killed. When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help. So she challenged me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do. She did that? I can't believe it. Of course, I didn't have all the details. But one thing was perfectly clear. That was, I knew you couldn't be allowed to wander free.
Free? What do you mean?
It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Handle Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived.
So it was Maya who put that lock on there. Okay, yeah.
I thought so, yeah. Yes, but why did you order her to do the 2 things? If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been challenged by someone else. By one Pearl Faye.
Pearls.
Yes, Pearl didn't properly understand the plan, so all she was trying to do was follow her Morgan Faye's instructions. If she had succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly. So, how was it Dahlia Hawthorne would have been used the body of Pearl Faye? Yep. To kill Maya at all costs. Yes, it really sounds like that was the intent of all along. How dare you! I won't forget this.
Why not just admit it, Dahlia Hawthorne? Your little plan was nothing but a big failure, like your face.
Yeah, another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say? What do you mean by another?
Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes? Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure.
Yep. What? How dare you?
11 years ago. The fake kidnapping? Your very first crime?
That whee!
You got your hands on $2 million dime bud. After Terry Falls escaped and went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed.
Shut your mouth. That wasn't my fault. It was because of that stupid oaf of a prisoner, that weakling of a policewoman.
And then 1 year later, you tried to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but...
For that one dude.
You wound up killing someone else.
And she's all alone.
As a result, you were sentenced to death. It's one stupid move after another for you, but it's no longer funny. Actually, it's still kind of funny.
You wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky face off your face.
Fuck your face.
Yeah.
And now this. You messed up again. You let my Faye escape. Even though she was right in front of you. She was inside you, actually. Spencer.
Spencer. I was supposed to kill my Faye like I swear I would. Oh, is she gonna strangle herself?
And if only you had gotten the spiky-haired... Oh. Okay.
Sorry. I know it switched to him, so I was like,
yeah.
If only you had gotten that spiky-haired jerk, that guilty verdict, I wouldn't have been hanged to death. True. But I think you finally understand, Ellie Hawthorne. You'll never defeat me. What did he say? Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me. As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose for all eternity.
I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you, because you were already dead.
What about?
Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever.
That's very true, Dahlia. And that's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you'll have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne. A miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything. And for you, there's no escape from that, no hope of freedom. Since the day you were executed, the narrow bridge that once stretched out in the front of you has burnt to a crisp, literally. You're gone. It can't be. She having trouble. How could I? Until the likes of you.
It no longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now.
Yeah. Oh, well. She's
vibrating.
Yeah, she's... Oh, Eckersome. There we go. Oh. Manifest. I'm not ready. Not ready not to go. Oh. Okay. She... Megatama?
So her life is flashing before her eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she looks so different with her hair down.
Yeah. Nick. Sis.
She did. Oh, she took a nap.
Yeah. Hi, my dude. Nothing. I assume you are. The real Iris?
Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern.
I must say, you and your twin sister are indeed identical from what I can see. In any case, it appears that everything has finally been cleared up. Mr. Grotto, what happened to Delia Hawthorne? If you ask me, Your Honor, it looks like she went back to hell she came from.
Okay.
It seems that Misty Faye wasn't the only victim of this crime. May Faye, as well as the young Pearl Faye, were also victims of this wicked and selfish plan.
Yes, Your Honor.
The trial of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems. No. It would be best for everyone to know if no further attempt was made to challenge that spirit again.
Your Honor?
Yes, what is it?
About this whole spirit medium thing. It's almost weird how comfortable you seem to be with the concept now.
Yeah. Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental.
Yes.
He often criticized me for not studying hard enough. That's why I made a concerted effort to study up on the Quintaline technique.
Hey, isn't that the New Year's issue of Occult?
Yeah, I've been quite a few things in my many years on the bench. And on all that time, I finally learned this one thing. Each case is different and takes place in its own world, if you will. In order to fully understand the world, first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely. And that's where my brother and I used to differ. Okay.
Never thought of it that way.
At any rate, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Iris of Hazuka's temple. Jesus. Yeah, what the fuck?
How many cups of coffee is that, kiddo?
Like,
tell us.
70. You're a little too fast with that, Bravo, Your Honor. What do you mean by that, Mr. Grotto?
This trial
isn't over yet. That's what he means.
What?
Yeah. Right. Remember what Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony?
Oh.
I don't know.
Dahlia's testimony.
I caught up with her in front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and... It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. I think I was stabbed.
I think the
mom came to the rescue.
She stabbed herself, yeah.
Just as Delia Hawthorne was about to attack Maya.
She was stabbed and killed by someone. Yes, that's right.
Is she saying she stabbed herself and murdered herself?
Murdered herself, yeah, I think the mom murdered herself to save her daughter. The person that was ultimately killed was Spirit Medium that challenged Delia. Elise, no, Misty Faye. But who killed her? We still don't know who did it. I think she
did it herself.
Yeah. It's too...
There's too many contradictions if someone else did it.
Yeah, exactly. It was not Maya. Unless someone else is found guilty, the accused is still on trial. Okay, yeah. We can't let her walk until there is evidence that proves her innocence. Right.
No way.
I forgot that's why we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
To prove her innocence.
We're not doing that today.
For any further testimony.
Ooh, coffee.
Yeah. Prosecution is ready to call our final witness. Final witness? This one will clear up the whole mystery. The mystery of who killed Misty Faye. Indeed. Is it really alright, Mr. Prosecutor? Of course it's alright, Madam Attorney. Very well then. Who is this final witness? Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the whole event and will put the final dagger in this case. Someone who saw the murder took place. The very person who saw her mother killed in front of her own eyes.
You. You mean Maya? It was you all along.
Yeah!
She can't testify after what she's been through.
Yeah, give her a couple fucking days.
Yeah.
You need to find the truth. Nothing but the truth. The prosecutor calls Maya Fey to the witness stand. Very well. But first, we'll take a brief recess.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait for Miss Fey to recover before summoning her. Once we receive the doctor's permission, we will proceed with the trial. Hey, Trey, I got something to say to you, so listen up.
What?
I don't think much of you as a lawyer.
Yep.
It's always the same with you. You somehow manage to just squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case. Some beautiful noise feels to come dashing in at the last minute to save you.
You got some nerve.
But
Mia likes me better.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen this time. Why? This time you're going to have to do this by yourself. Why? What? That's enough. This court is now in recess. Shut the fuck up. Leave. It's still time. It's 2:56 p.m. God, this court session's going on forever.
It is. It is the finale.
I'm truly sorry about everything. You were working so hard to defeat me, but I was missing all day and we didn't even have a chance to talk.
I do want to defeat you, yes. She's right. Defeat. When I met Iris at the training hall yesterday, they had already switched places, and Iris inside the sacred cavern.
I wanted to at least be in the defense box today to recon you on.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you. Why did you help your sister out so much you did?
Huh?
If you had tried to get help at the sacred cavern yesterday, you would have spent an entire day locked up in there.
My sister? I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by her mother and never got any love from her father either.
Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it?
Yes, but at least I had Sister Kitty, who was like a mother to me. If only Dolly had come with me to Oscar's temple, Haza. Because I got stuck on that. I always loved her. Dolly was always so smart, so strong, she never complained about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her.
Check about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago?
Yes, I want to be useful to her in some way. But as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that, Bella's stepsister, Valerie, ended up dead.
That was the case that wounded Mia so badly.
But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder.
Some people? You must mean...
Yes, 2 defense attorneys. Mufe and Diego
Armando, Jesus.
After poisoning Mr. Amaro, who was getting too close to learn the truth. Dolly, you even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You.
Yep.
That's right. Iris, there's one more thing that I have to ask you.
Yes, what is it?
On the night of the murder, who were you? The person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, Elise. Was it really you?
Yes, it was me. I did it. That night after I rang lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I see your call on my cell phone.
That's how loud.
It's very loud. There's a mom. Come to find it.
Cat kick me.
Away. Oh no. I got on somebody on headed for the inner temple. But oh yeah, the bridge.
Path to the inner temple is cut off, right?
Exactly.
That's fucking.
Oh no, not again. You can't just leave the body here. So you got to do this exactly as I say, got it? Oh god.
Whee!
It was me. I was the one that received the body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. The staff that Miss Hollis had.
I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff.
Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to Hersko Temple on the snowmobile.
But why? Why did you alter the body?
I didn't want anyone to know that the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Mr. Faye. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with the shinsu. Okay, I wiped the blood off the staff's blade and left it next to her on the ground. Itchies.
Iris, just tell me one last thing. Even though I just said one last thing, but tell me another last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone the real killer.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do that. I can't say who did it.
I see.
Ah,
Defendant.
Cause scary. Yes.
The judge's calling you. He wants you to see you in his chambers with his chamber. He has some questions about Dolly Hawthorne.
Alright. Well then, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you.
Oh, okay. Something she wants to tell me. I'm calling it now. It was Godot.
Yeah.
So it's true. Iris cooperated with the real killer. Maybe even from the very beginning.
Phoenix. I forgot she was here.
Oops. Mia. How is Maya doing?
Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely.
But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case.
I see. You don't mean she's learned who Elise really was?
Yes, I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew.
But why?
Maya is stronger than you think, okay? I knew she could take it. All of it. Oh no.
Burps. What do you mean by that?
I want you to figure that answer out for yourself. The trial's about to start, or to restart. The real killer, do you know who it is yet?
Iris wouldn't tell me about who called her, but still. I think just maybe I know who it was. That night, the victim was killed in the garden of the inner temple. And the criminal wasn't just there by accident. Which means that the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning.
And one more thing. The victim was moved to the Harzaka Temple side by the pendulum. In one word, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. The criminal. So that means they were stuck on the inner temple side for almost an entire day. Oh God,
Exactly,
God.
so the culprit was someone that wasn't in Hazakura Temple at the following day.
That's as much as help as I can give you. The rest of the battle is yours to win or lose.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Maya see anyway? And who was it that actually killed Misty Faye?
Yeah.
Whoever it was I have to prove it. Me, all by myself. Not you.